Hey guys, it's Dan. So in this video I want to talk to you about why you should be teaching your children about financial literacy. So welcome. So in this video I'm going to talk to you about why you should be teaching your kids about money and about the language surrounding money. It's Friday morning, it's 9 o'clock and I'm just heading down to the outdoor basketball court because what a way to start a Friday than shooting hoops on an outdoor court in October in the sun. I love it, right? But the only reason I'm able to do that on a Friday morning at 9 o'clock is because I'm financially literate. And what does that mean? So I understand the difference between yield and return on investment. I understand that an asset is something that puts money in your pocket. I understand all these things and all this terminology. I understand about property and how that works, and stocks and shares and EBITDA, and how to look at a company or a business and see if it's a good purchase as an asset, okay? But the only reason I know all this stuff is that I became financially literate, and I speak to people and they don't know any of these terms. They have no idea that these things even exist, that you can actually buy a business with no money down, that you can buy properties that give you a fantastic return for the rest of your life. 30 grand down will give you £1,000 a month for the rest of your life. And they just don't know this stuff exists. And why should they? We just grow up and people learn what they learn at school and college and university, and then they get into a job, and then everything is about the job and making money that way, not about investing and all the rest of it. So you've got to start teaching your kids. So how do you start teaching your kids? So first of all, start teaching them about using some of the different board games that are out there. So for example, my two kids who live in the UK, we started off by playing Life, which is a board game that you can buy. And then one of the other board games that we got was a game called Cash Flow 101, which is a Robert Kiyosaki, Rich Dad Poor Dad type game. Now you can't do it if your kids are too young, of course, because it's quite complicated. But mine was 10, so you can teach somebody at 10 and 9 even, and maybe 8's pushing it. But you can start to teach your children and get them to start thinking about things in a different way. You see, being financially literate is about looking at the world through different eyes. It's about not looking at it where you're exchanging time for money, which is how we're taught generally, but it's about what opportunities are there, what's my risk, what's my reward, we call that the risk-reward ratio, what's my return on investment, what's my yield, what can I do to buy this business and add value to it. Maybe a marketing campaign or a marketing team, or maybe they're already closing business but just their accounts are in such a disarray. These are the things that you can start looking at, and you can start teaching your children. And then you should be having conversations over dinner about money. It's like this big taboo subject is money and finances and investing and debt and income and all this other stuff. But you've got to start introducing these words and these concepts, and you've got to make it a regular thing to discuss over dinner. I shudder when I see something on Facebook where a woman's hidden her bank statement, or the husband's hiding the letters so his wife doesn't see them because they're behind on payments and things. That's crazy. You're supposed to be a team moving forward. And if that's what you're doing in your life, then guess what your kids are going to do? Kids are going to do exactly the same thing, and I don't want that for you. Your kids don't want that for you. Your wife or your husband doesn't want that for you. We want you to be financially literate and financially free, and you can only do that by 1, getting educated, 2, to start having conversations around it, and 3, to start doing it. If you've only got £10, what can you invest that in? Not the lottery. It's not an investment, it's gambling. What's the return that you're going to get on that £10? Is it buying a domain name to buy a website, and then you can start adding as much content to that website and start driving traffic to it from Facebook? Then you turn that £10 into £100. Let's say you do coaching, and then you turn that £100 into £1,000. Well, you take that £1,000 and you invest in some shares maybe. But it's about having those conversations and looking at the world through different eyes as an investor, not as a business owner. Alright, I hope that's useful for you. I hope that's something that you can start to implement straight away. I'd love to hear your feedback. Let me know what you think, and we'll catch up with you soon. Take care.